What if the most famous execution in history was actually the setting for the greatest cosmic military operation ever conducted? You know the story. The Roman cross, the taunting crowd, the sun swallowed by unnatural darkness. But what happened in the realm the human eye cannot perceive? What if, in the charged, unseen air above that skull-shaped hill, two of heaven's most formidable archangels were not just watching, but actively maneuvering? We're talking about the twin pillars of divine force, Michael, the warrior general of the heavenly armies, and Uriel, the seldom mentioned archangel of God's elemental fire and secrets. They were positioned at a flashpoint, tasked with guarding a transaction so immense it would either validate God's plan or deliver creation into the hands of the dragon. Why did the very bedrock of the planet tremble? What was the true legal command Jesus issued in his final moments? And how did the presence of Michael and Uriel terrify Lucifer into a retreat he never saw coming? This video will pierce the veil, revealing the silent war fought by these two angelic titans at the moment Christ was pierced by a Roman spear. Once you understand their roles, you will never view the cross or the spiritual authority you carry in the same way again.
This is Psalm's Mysteries, and we are exposing the archangels who enforced the ultimate victory. The truth of angelic warfare starts here.
When the prophet Daniel saw the angelic realms, he learned one crucial truth. The human world is merely the physical manifestation of the spiritual war that dictates all outcomes. Calvary was the central point of that war. Most people see only the dust and the blood. They focus on the physical suffering, but the true action was occurring in the spiritual frequencies just beyond human vision. At the 6th hour, the sun was extinguished. It didn't merely dim. The earth was plunged into an impenetrable blackness for 3 hours. This was not a natural event. It was a divine curtain drawn across the cosmic stage. According to ancient esoteric texts, Uriel, the flame of God, is often charged with overseeing the elemental forces, the sun, the stars, and the judgments enacted upon the earth. Uriel was the agent of this profound, unnatural blackout. His presence ensured that the light of the sun, a created thing, was suspended while the creator of the light endured the judgment of sin. The darkness was Uriel's enforcement of divine grief. The Prince of Darkness watched this. He was convinced this was his final great triumph. He saw the seed of the woman utterly defeated, and he fully expected the Son of Man to fail. Yet the supernatural stillness above Golgotha, the lack of resistance from Christ, was the first sign that this was not a rout, but a meticulously planned military surrender. Power contained is far more threatening than power exhausted. Michael and Uriel, beings of impossible scale, the general armored in divine radiance, the archangel of fire burning with pure revelation, were positioned. They stood as sacred sentinels, not to intervene prematurely, but to ensure the divine sequence unfolded without the chaotic interference of hell. The crucial turning point came when Jesus cried out, "Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani?" My God, why have you forsaken me?" This was not merely the groan of a dying man. It was a cosmic signal, a divine activation code that pierced the spiritual dimension. The unspoken order. No earthly trumpet sounded, but every entity in the spiritual realm felt the shift. From the cross, the Eternal Son issued a silent command to the highest military echelon of heaven. Hold your position. Guard the exchange. Michael, the prosecutor's nemesis, snapped into formation. He was not there to fight the flesh and blood Romans. He was there to guard the legal transfer of eternal authority. Every curse, every sin, and every legal indictment held by the devil against humanity was being placed onto Christ. Hell gathered to witness the transaction, hoping for a flaw, a legal loophole that would negate the sacrifice. Michael stood as the celestial guarantor, his sword sheathed, but his power fully deployed, ready to strike down any demon who dared interfere with the covenant being signed in blood. His purpose? To ensure the terms of redemption were met perfectly, down to the last drop. While Michael enforced the law, Uriel, the Archangel of wisdom, enforced the truth. His task was to guard the prophetic integrity of the moment. As Christ died, Uriel's presence ensured that the significance of the sacrifice would echo through all timelines, inspiring the gospel writers, illuminating the prophets, and ensuring the revelation of the cross was forever clear and uncorrupted by the enemy's lies. The moment Jesus cried, "It is finished," the command shifted. Michael and Uriel stood down, not in defeat, but because the contract was complete.
The physical death was final. The veil was torn, and the earth convulsed. But as the eyes of men focused on the lifeless body, the true power play was just beginning beneath their feet. The soul of Christ, carrying the full, terrifying weight of the world's sin, descended into Sheol, the realm of the dead. He was not going to be held, he was going to invade. The archangels as witnesses. Michael and Uriel followed, not as bodyguards, but as witnesses to the greatest jailbreak in history. The ancient prophecy was being fulfilled. Lift up your heads, O gates, and be lifted up, O ancient doors, that the King of glory may come in. As Jesus' spirit approached the gates of captivity, the entire underworld trembled. Lucifer's territory was suddenly lawfully breached. Michael enforced the seizure. Michael stood behind Christ, radiating silent, overwhelming fury. His role was to validate the seizure of property. Jesus was not requesting the keys to death and Hades, he was taking them, having purchased the right with his blood. Michael stood as the legal authority confirming that this transfer was legitimate, irreversible, and eternal. Uriel illuminated the ransom. Uriel, burning with holy illumination, provided the light. He wasn't there for the fight, he was there for the liberation. As Christ marched through the realm of the righteous dead, Abraham's bosom, Uriel's light unveiled the long-awaited truth. The covenant was complete. The waiting souls, Abraham, Moses, David, saw the fulfillment and were risen in glory. The resurrection did not merely occur at the tomb. It began in Sheol, when Michael affirmed the seizure of authority and Uriel illuminated the ransom paid. The true narrative of the cross is one of silent, cosmic strategy. When Jesus was at his weakest point physically, he was at his most powerful point spiritually, commanding archangels to enforce his will. Michael ensured the devil's accusations were silenced. Uriel ensured the earth itself responded, and the truth was sealed. This knowledge changes everything about your own struggles. It means that when you are at your lowest point, when your body is broken and your strength is gone, you are never abandoned. There are angels on assignment,
There is a cosmic guard standing over the legal demands of your redemption. Your victory is often achieved not through shouting, but through enduring obedience, just as Christ did. Your protection is guaranteed by the highest authorities in heaven, who obey a silent command whispered from the cross.
What surprised you most about the silent, ordered intervention of Michael and Uriel? Was it Michael guarding the legal transfer, or Uriel commanding the darkness? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and join the Psalms Mysteries family so you never miss a deep dive into the hidden truths of Scripture.